it's Bert from Season Gaming, and we're here with the Elite Series 2 controller. A lot has been talked about this controller, and we want to bring it to you up close and personal and tell you about all the new features and everything that's coming from Microsoft with their new controller. If you've watched our video before, we've done teardowns, we've done fixes, and we wanted to show you what's been improved with them. So let's take a closer look at the controller and see what has been brought from Microsoft on their new offering. So first of all, the controller itself has a lot of new settings with not only the joysticks, but also with the different profiles that you can set up. If you look at these three lights, these are the three different profiles that you can set up when you're setting up settings for your games and different things that you're going along those lines. If you turn the controller around, you'll notice that we're now working with an internal battery. Microsoft estimates this to be about 40 hours of gameplay while you're playing with it, so you're going to get a lot more life with it instead of those AAA batteries that you may have used before. These new triggers are brand new. They're a lot shorter, and they've been improved from what has been worked on in the past, so that's a great feature. If I turn it over on the top here, you'll see these textured trigger grips on the top here. These were most recently on the PUBG controller. If you bought the PUBG controller, you were only able to get these textured grips there before. Now they're going to be straight there on this controller as a standard option. So one of the issues that was in the past Elite controller that has caused problems for a lot of people is these two bumpers. These two bumpers used to break all the time, and they're one of the most commonly repaired items with the Elite 1 controller. These have been completely retuned and very similar to the most recent controller S that comes from Microsoft. They're thicker, they're more durable, and Microsoft has let us know that they're going to last forever and not break. They've been tested like crazy. Let's go ahead and take a closer look again, and I want to show you the new features on the joysticks themselves. So now one of the new features with the joysticks is these can be actually tuned for more or less resistance depending on what you're liking. We're going to zoom in with the actual tool in just a second, but if you like your controller really tight, you can make this really tight. There's three full settings that you can work with, and we'll show you how those are tuned. Same with this joystick over here, same as that goes. On the D-pad, there's not much difference besides the color. The original one is a lighter aluminum color. This one here is more of a darker color, more of a charcoal looking feature, but nothing really too new on that at all. The last feature I want to show you guys is the grip all the way around. On the original Elite controller, there was no grip here. This was all one big faceplate, and this texture was the same as this texture. Now this is a soft touch. It has been reworked, and Microsoft has let us know that it is a new glue that will not peel off. So these initially would fall apart. There used to be a rubber on the inside here, and these carriers had to be replaced. Microsoft has assured us that that will not happen again with these new features. So let's take a look at what comes with the actual carrying case. Alright, so what do you get with the carrying case, and what comes with that Series 2 Elite controller? At first glance, this case looks exactly like the original one, but it's not. Let's take a close look. So, you do have the rechargeable kit that comes here. Now, this is a bit different than the AirPods that have a charging kit inside of them. You do have to charge this with a cable, so I'm going to move this controller up here just a little bit, but this piece actually comes in and out. This is magnetic, and you put this here, it sticks here, and it's good to go. Same thing with the controller. So if you look here, there's three little pegs here, and those little pegs connect to these little pegs. Now, you would put this here, and you think it's charging, but it's not, like I mentioned. You have to actually connect it to the very back here. So you put a Type-C cable right in there, it's good to go, it will start charging. So let's take a look at that case once again. The new features here is you get some new joysticks. So in the past ones, you would have a concave and a convex joysticks from small all the way up. One of the cool things is you get this really soft rounded joystick here, which is probably for your shooters maybe, depending on what you like to use there. And like I was just showing you, this is for the 360 type joystick. If you have used the 360 controller in the past, this is going to be fantastic for what you like, so you can move that in and out right here. So, a little bit thicker, a little more room for your thumb. We've heard from a number of people that they have a bigger thumb, so they have more grip on it right here. Pretty easy to use. Now, one last thing that I mentioned is I did mention I would show you how you tune your joystick resistance. So this little piece here is new. This was not on the Elite controller that was on the original one. So what you would do here, you would insert the key here and you literally spin it on how you want that to turn. You can see that this will go out or in depending on resistance. So this is pretty easy to use. Takes one turn here and that is going to loosen it up and tighten it depending on which direction you want to go on. So very easy to use. One little slot here. If you're looking at your sticks like you were before, that's the main difference, so nothing too new there. Anyways, folks, that's going to be the biggest features on your Series 2 controller. Depending if this is going to be worth it to you or not, it is retailing for $180. It's a great bargain if you haven't had one of these before. If you have an Elite controller already, up to you if you think it's going to be worth the value, but in my opinion, a lot of bang for the buck here and a lot of new features that may be useful for you as a gamer. Anyways, thanks for watching Seasoned Gaming. Let us know if you have any other questions. We did get some really good time with the developers. They've done a lot of research to improve this controller. They hope you like it. We love it. We can't wait to get ours coming in November of 2019, right around the corner. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great one.